and welcome to round 2 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of June 20th. June 20th. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
Usually on this podcast, we talk about parenting issues, but once a week, Catherine and I like to get together to discuss TV, movies, books, and other entertainment topics because it's nice to talk about something other than parenting for a change. This week, we continued with Season 2 of Girls5Eva. The first episode we watched is Leave a Message If You Love Me, which mostly centered around Gloria being really, really sure that this pop singer who keeps her face covered is their old, presumably dead bandmate, Ashley.
Right.
Who, in case we forgot about her, they showed a bunch of old footage. Mm-hmm. And, okay. Here she is for a little while. Then she's gone because, of course, spoiler alert, person in disguise is not her.
Yeah.
Not really a spoiler because I think we all knew that, but still.
Everyone knew that, but except for Gloria, who's
ambushed in a bathroom by Wiki putting out of orders on all the other bathrooms.
Right.
So, and also in this, Dawn is still trying to write some songs. The first one she writes turns out to be from a children's show that her kid watched. And I can totally see those embedding themselves in your brain.
Yes, for sure.
And coming out in different ways, horrifyingly.
Right.
And then they wind up writing a song, a revenge song about their former manager. Mm-hmm. And he hears it and says, all the things that you say I said to you, those are my property. You have to give me a co-writing credit, which they don't want to do.
Right.
So then they later find out that all his lines were from a movie. So,
Yes.
All right. This episode was perfectly fine.
Yeah, there were some fun songs, you know.
There were.
The
songs were fun.
The kids' show theme song was like just very on point for one of those.
Yes.
For sure.
They do a good job with that.
Yeah.
So, and was the Leave a Message song at the end of that episode?
Yeah, because that's the title of the episode, Leave a Message If You Love Me.
Gloria has kept Ashley's phone account alive so she can keep calling and listening to her message and hoping she'll pick up, which is... Have we known before this that she was that obsessed about it?
I don't think so. I mean, we knew that she was obsessed with like true crime kind of stuff.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Yeah. So that was fine. It was enjoyable, as all of these are.
Yes.
Goes down easy.
Oh, for sure.
Quickly thereafter.
Yeah.
But the second episode we watched, B.P.E, which, being a family podcast,
we're not going to tell you
stand for. Watch the show; it's pretty funny.
Yes,
and this episode is notable for the fact that they finally came up with an excuse for Daniel Breaker to sing.
Yay! I know. I mean, they've been
Dawn's husband Scott,
and this is a Broadway star that they've just been keeping in the wings this whole
just
time.
Just playing dad,
being the dad,
every now and then,
riding a bike.
Can't you all be quiet?
Yes.
So they use the conceit of Wiki going to a karaoke bar and hoping that she will win whatever competition they have there, and then he happens to be there with a bunch of teachers and goes up, and she is shocked that he can sing.
Right.
So we are not. And so then it ends with the episode ends with Wiki and Dawn and Scott all singing around the enormous piano in their apartment. And how delightful.
Yeah, except for is the kid sleeping? Like, because earlier in the episode he's like, you need to argue in harsh whispers because he's sleeping, and he wakes up, of course. But here they're just like belting it out around the piano. So clearly,
sometimes you have to just let art wash over you, Catherine.
I know. Oh, brother.
But, and the subplot on that. Well, the main plot. Well, there were two plots. One of them is Dawn and Wiki sort of
Well,
finding out who's going to do a solo.
Right.
Dawn wrote a song about her grandmother that has Italian in it, and Wiki just immediately assumes she's singing the solo, although Dawn really wants to, but Dawn is all sorts of passive-aggressive and will never come out and do that. She will just try to find sneaky ways to get it, whereas Wiki is still haunted by her Star Search loss.
To Mario Cantone.
So she stalks Mario Cantone and confronts him in a convenience store and does
For a rematch.
Comedy versus sing-off, and he explains to her that Star Search is fixed and is just if a singer wins one year, that a comedian's going to win the next year. It had nothing to do with her actual talent.
Right.
So she throws that demon off her back and moves on. We think, although really honestly, she's going to continue to be.
Yeah, I mean,
assume that she's the star of everything.
She's the diva, no matter what.
That's right.
She said in the previous episode, right? She said that she had a stalker. He stalks her remotely. He lives in Canada. Excellent.
Yes. Well, she certainly does sing B.P.E. better than Dawn, so she will be keeping the solos in that, I suspect.
Yes.
That is for her.
I mean, this character is just... I love her so much, and the outfits they put her in, the stuff she said. I mean, oh my gosh.
She is so...
Who knew Renee Elise Goldsberry was so hilarious?
She really is. And just, as you said last week, so lacking in vanity, playing a extremely vain person.
Right.
So, and then the other plot was that I guess Gloria, Dawn, and Summer had been in a terrible reality show called Pranked by a Girl. And when the record exec tells them they have to go clean up all of their past bad tweets and embarrassing moments, they realize they had an embarrassing t-shirt on in the pilot of that show. So they go track down the guy who they pranked in it, and apparently pranked in every other episode of that show too.
Right.
To get back the video of that, so there's no copies outstanding. So there's a lot of jokes about that. Lifetime Raw was a thing that was going to be... And this really terrible show where they just keep doing terrible things to this dude over and over and over again. So,
right.
At first they just get the video, but then Summer convinces Gloria to go back to apologize, and the guy blows up her car, and everything's fine. As somebody who just lost a car, I want to say, I'd not be fine with that.
Right. I know, and I kept thinking about, and Gloria's just like, well, I deserve that. But I kept thinking about how much stuff is in my car that's, unrelated to, it's a car. You just carry so much. It's an extension of your purse or whatever.
Gloria, you lose a couple of days dealing with the insurance people and getting a check. I mean, is it going to be considered her fault in some? It just seems like, couldn't they have come up with a less harmful prank?
Right. And a flaming tire when rolling down the street, I mean. Or hubcap, I guess it was.
It just seems excessively fraught, but maybe I'm just sensitive at the moment.
Again, Terry, you have to let art wash over you.
That's right. Good point. And Girls5Eva washes over pretty delightfully.
It sure does.
And the songs are very fun. And the performances. And Daniel Breaker, you go, man.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Find more excuses for him to just randomly sing for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, just gather him around the piano.
That's right. He could just be, singing the song from the TV show to his kid.
His kid, exactly.
So, next week, do you have anything else to say about these two episodes?
No.
Okay. They're mid-season filler, these two, and they're fine. Very enjoyable. Move on. So next week, we'll be watching the final 2 episodes of the season, Returnity and Tour Mode.
Call back, because an early episode was called Album Mode.
I think it was the first episode.
Might have been.
Episode is Album Mode, and last episode is Tour Mode. Don't quote us on that.
Yeah.
But I think that's true. So, next week, we're coming to the end.
Yeah.
And that is going to be it for our round 2 today. Please subscribe to our Parenting Roundabout podcast so you won't miss any of our episodes. We have something new for you every weekday. As always, you can find recaps, links, and an opportunity to comment on our website at parentingroundabout.com. Goodbye, Catherine.
Bye, Terry.
Goodbye, everybody.